Uh, but cool, it's not a problem that way. It's just, it's going to take a good while for you to start understanding what I'm talking about. Because really, I don't know how many times I've said, can you please not put yourself down? It actually reminds me of my mother-in-law, which reminds me of Sue, which reminds me I don't get to see my children. And it's just, I've actually asked that, and I don't know whether I've mentioned before or asked before, can we just not talk about how bad Muslims are or how bad Gypsies are or how bad Aboriginals are? There's any number of people here that I can talk to about that. I don't talk to them. I don't want to talk about. I don't. Yeah, those people like Aboriginals will put the bite on you. They'll borrow money from you. They're like your Gypsies, okay? But they just happen to be living here first. We came and stole their land and took away everything and got fabulously. We're English. We just came here and stole, and we all know that. Australia Day is known by the Aboriginals as Invasion Day, and we just pretended they didn't exist and killed most of them. Yeah, yeah, and they're the bad people. Uh, we're the good guys. So I really don't even want to think about that because that's the truth, actually. I don't. I'm sure it's not the same with your gypsies, but there's any number of people to talk about. Anybody, Muslims are really. We have race riots, the hate groups that hate Muslims. God knows why in Australia we don't have many. They don't do anything. They're rather nice people, actually, most of them. But if I want to talk to people about that, they'll also fucking black cunts, fucking lazy bastards, fucking come out there and the fucking. Do you want to talk to someone like that? Do you want me to talk to you like that? It's just sort of, it's just not me. Fucking Muslim cunts, fucking Muslims, fucking. I don't know. I used to go up to Sue's mother's place, and her sister's husband spoke like that for hours on end about how bad they were. Yeah, so that just, can you see what I'm saying? Just, we can move on, and then just, next week you'll be talking about gypsies again, or next week you'll be saying, oh, I'm a stupid. Yep. Great. And the thing, what I'm trying to point out to you was that you sent me that web page yesterday about the glitter thing, and today said, oh, it's an Australian site. So now there, right there, I'm showing an interest. I'm saying, yeah, it's not a product I would want to sell, but I'm interested because one, it's cheap, $5. Two, it's easy to do, and you said it was successful. So I'm a bit interested about, a bit curious about it. But more importantly, I would think that would actually sell. So I wanted to check, whether I was right because when I saw it, I thought, yeah, I wouldn't buy it myself, but I can see it selling. It would appeal to a segment of the market. And I was a bit curious to find out how they advertised it. Now, you may not have known, in which case, no, it was just an article about blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. But can you see how there's an opportunity? I was a bit interested. Give you a bit of a lift because I want to sell something too now, right? So if that's how you do it. You look at something, he's successful, then maybe I'll be successful. Well, that was the opportunity I was looking for. You missed that one. You missed the opportunity altogether. You were zoomed straight by it at 100 miles an hour, just by like in a jet plane. Missed that opportunity. Okay. So we got onto something that was just a shit topic again, which to me, it's all right. It's just like, yeah. So let's talk about how shit gypsies are. How the women scream at. Yeah, I know they do. The Aboriginals do the same thing. It's just not interesting to me. That I didn't like that product, but I was interested in the fact, as I said, I thought it would sell, and I was just curious if you knew anything more about it. Just to give me a bit of a lift and give me a bit of heart, the same as you like to get heart. See, but there's the opportunity. There's an opportunity. It would have cost you nothing. You didn't need a house. You didn't need a car. You didn't need anything. And I tried to tell you, and just straight away, just what are you talking about? Missed it. And then you wonder why I get, think, and then end up talking about something I just don't want to know about. And you wonder what's going on. Maybe it's just too all over the place, too fast. I don't know. And then the GoPro, he said, oh, this is a good idea. And my first thought was, here you go, asking me to do stuff again. Not that you're going to do anything, but I thought, okay, no, that's, so, I thought about a GoPro when I was with my family. And I thought I'd had, but then I started thinking, yeah, it goes on your helmet. I actually thought, gee, you'd like to see the kangaroos sitting around the houses. And I thought, yeah, the only downside of that is my family live up there now, and I don't want to be there to see it. So, and then I thought, oh, there's probably some other things. But I've also seen GoPros that you don't wear on your helmet, you wear elsewhere on your body. It could have been something to explore and talk about. See, I'd shown a little bit of interest in it. I said, oh, I've just looked into it. Your response was, oh, did you say something about clit? Yeah, which was another subject I've actually asked. I said, no, any discussion between sex, usually with women, it ends up going backwards. That's another area to stay away from. That's killed. But it's not going to happen overnight. And yeah, you're sounding like Sue. Oh, let's move. Can we move on? We're fucked up here. Can we just? No, don't race on. Let's just actually look at it. I'm not saying, oh, bad girl. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying, look at what happened. Look at the opportunities that were there. I'm not saying it's easy to get. It's none of it's necessarily easy to get. It's like advertising on internet. It's not actually, a lot of it's not easy to understand. You think it'd be simple, but it's not that simple. And I'm not saying this. It's just a different way, and you sort of have to be on the lookout for an opportunity to lift the other person. Now, in both situations, you've initiated the call. You sent the web page, and I've responded. Okay, so if you're thinking in marketing terms, you send something, and oh, he's responding. That's the way you look at it. Okay, he seems interested in that. But you're racing over the top of it and forgetting that. Yeah, so you're not seeing what I was responding to. So this is not. It's a lesson. It's a yeah, and that's what an entrepreneur does. He gets a response from the market. It's probably not the response you were looking for. Who knows? But there's a response there, and that means there's an opportunity there to do something with it. But if you're too focused on this other thing, you won't see that opportunity. You just go straight over the top of it. Look at you. Missed that one. Whoa, fuck, she's fast. Yeah, but it was right there. Two of them. Two on the day. You missed them both. And they're like, and that'll happen to you in business as well. There'll be opportunities there, and I've got the same problem. I've missed them too. Too focused on doing something else, and clearly missed obvious opportunities. Looking back, I think, oh, what did I fucking do? Just missed that by a country mile. Just focused on something else and missed it. But between us, this is just conversation, talking points, a lot of the time. Although the web page would have been interesting to me. But that's what happens, I suppose, when you're younger, and that's when your head's all over the place. Geez, how am I going to get this house and car? We can't even afford something for the cemetery. And it's just like, while you're focused on all this other stuff, you're missing opportunities here and now. And, if you just sort of lifted me up a little bit there, I'd be powered up. I'd be already at work. I'm just sitting here. I'm just trying to... Is my face red yet? Should be. I feel pretty tensed up. Yeah, see the lines up there. Yeah. And no alcohol today. Yeah, it's just blood pressure. It's just pumping it up. But that's what I'm trying to... That's the difference. One way, whatever frame of mind you're in, causes angst and just fucks everything up. And another way is interesting, picks up on an interest. And both things, you've initiated. It's like you sending an ad all right? And the customers might have fed back in a certain way. This is the example. Supposing I said, "Oh, Boom, can you just advertise the paper trail for me?" Yeah, right, Bob. So you advertise it, and yeah, they don't buy it, but you get a bit of feedback. A couple of contact us to say, "Oh, we like this, but gee, can you do this?" And or blah blah blah, or something, or something. If you're in this, no, it's got to be this way or my way or the highway. It's just got to be that way. You're going to ignore that, and that could possibly be. Uh, it could be a clue as to how to change it. Something. I'll give you an example. When we had when we were first kicking off the business, Sue was doing a phone around, and she ran into this woman who said, "Oh, I downloaded it from a bank statement. I update it from a downloaded bank statement." And now we were sort of we weren't even aware you could do that, and here we were the experts. But um, what we were trying to say is, you type it in and do it all that way, and that's. But because I'm looking for an opportunity, so geez, that makes the product a little bit more attractive, doesn't it? We can just tell people it's easy, just download it from a bank statement. So if we got the information from a customer, said, "Oh, I don't need your service, I do mine from download a bank statement, it's easy," which we could take as a threat. We could say, "Oh shit," so they don't need us. But the truth of the matter, it was an opportunity, because we then turned around and said, "Download your information from a bank statement, get Mile, we'll help you set it up." And that's where the business really started exploding, because and we just picked up an opportunity. I just picked up an opportunity from a customer and said, "Oh no, I do it this way." And like most people go, she's not doing it properly. And the truth is, now the whole thing goes straight in from your bank. But I could have easily said, she's not doing it properly, she's not professional. But I didn't. I thought, oh geez, hang on, there's an opportunity there. And they were just telling, just download it from your bank statement. Customers just flocked. Oh, that sounds easy. Me typing it in. Oh, yeah. So what do you say? I just download this into my. Yeah, easy. It's not. but but see how you just sort of look for the opportunity, and from what people say to you, it's sort of like I was sending out these marketing letters, and Sue was following up with phone calls. And I was just on the lookout for, that bank at Gotcha. I probably wasn't, at first, because I remember thinking, same as everybody, I'm very professional as shit. And I lasted all of about a half an afternoon until the penny dropped. I thought, fuck this is good. Let's do it this way. Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to get across to you. Not many people think that way. Most people think in the same way as you, and just skip from one subject to the next, to the next, to the next, and you're just missing those opportunities to exploit a situation. And as I said, in both cases, I'm like the woman who uses a bank statement. I was interested in what you had to say about two things. And I can tell you now, you can talk about gypsies today, tomorrow, next year, in 100 years' time. I will guarantee you I'll never have any interest, because the conversation won't be constructive. I know that. And there was just no point. And you can say today, tomorrow, or in 100 years' time, "Oh, I'm a stupid," and I'll just go, "Oh, wish you wouldn't say that." I wish, it's just, you're just locked onto this. And I tell you, it brings me down. So every time you criticize yourself, it doesn't matter whether it makes sense to you or not. It actually brings me down. So if you want to think, Bob goes to all this trouble to send you stuff and do that, so I know how to reward him. I'll bring him down. I won't. I know he keeps saying he wants a lift, but I know what he wants. He wants to be pressed down. He just wants to be made miserable on the day. That's what I do. I'm good at it. If you want to do that, well, I'll tell you, it's just, uh, what's the point? I don't think people believe me. Raf didn't believe me. So can't we just do things, find ways to lift one another rather than bring one another down? Oh, well, try. Give her 2 or 3 days and she'd be bringing me down again. She'd find some way to, fucking muzzies. Muslims, bastards. Know what I mean? Um, it's not that easy. It's because the whole world is bringing one another down. That's why everybody's so pissed off and they just wank all day because it feels better. Otherwise, they're just going to try and talk to people and get the shit. So I think, oh, if I could just pull myself. Uh, but uh, I don't expect it to happen overnight. It might take you a while to understand, but yeah, there are certain things I can do them too. You know, I can see that and that's just going to upset you. Even this is probably, but the problem is once it's like a landmine. If you if you're in whatever frame of mind, I thought it was the future. It could be something else. Okay, but it doesn't matter. You're going to move so quickly, and you're just going to trip on a landmine after landmine. The gypsies go off again. Oh, talking about the unwashed hairy pussy again. Oh, great. That's really. Oh, you're weak, Bob. All the things, same over and over again, until beauty. So this is what I'm saying. It you may need to slow down a bit. I've learnt to slow down, all right, and just like I could have easily said when you said I'll get a GoPro, could easily have said, "What do you fucking think I am, made of money or something? No, really, you fucking stupid bitch." I could have easily, and most people would. They do. That's how they are. Oh, fucking go out and spend $40 on what? For fucking going to Grafton? Don't be fucking stupid. And look how pretty it is. It's ugly as. But I actually didn't react that way. I reacted this way. Uh, yeah, no, because I've got this problem with payments might be going down a little bit. I don't know. It's just like the camera's gone well. On the phone and the Bluetooth, it's gone well. Yeah, no, it's a bit of fun doing this. I wonder how much footage we'd actually have. $40. What's this here? Let's have a look on eBay. I don't know. Maybe I love electronic. Oh, look at this. $80 one from China. I wonder what it's got in it. So I send you that link. Oh, gee, look at this. All the gadgets in which you say, not interested in that. Nah, too much there. That's like, see, the same reaction. And you could have responded, you could have looked at it and thought, oh, okay, he's picking up on an idea I suggested. He's responding to me, and gone with it and lifted it. You didn't need a house. You didn't need a car. You didn't need an income. You didn't need a bloody lawnmower next to your burial plot. You didn't need any of that. You had the opportunity. What you needed was to use your mind and exploit the opportunity. But that's, I want this to work. I can't get it to work with anybody else, and I can't. I'm trying to get it to work with us. Make our own little world. Just even if it's just you and me, just getting it right. Because there's really nothing to be gained. But I don't care if you want to talk about gypsies to anybody else. That's your business. But just don't talk to me about them. Or if you want to. Do you know what I mean? I can't control people here, and I want to talk about, they really want to talk about how bad the Abros are, and this person is, and that group of people are, and fucking shit. Not like me, I'm a nice person. Yeah, I'm a really nice person. I don't think so. That's why I don't talk to them. But can I say, look, I'm red. Yeah, you're right. I can feel it in my face. It's me trying to. And so you could take this all negatively. You could think, oh, am I in trouble? You could think like the mule. What have I done wrong this time? It says, no, just be an intelligent mule. Just think. It's okay. If you can just start sort of understanding it slowly, that I really want to be lifted up. No, I don't want a blowjob. I don't want that. I'm not asking you for money. I'm not. I'm looking for an opportunity to get a lift in my day. And no, I'm not looking at my future. I'm looking at what can I do here and now to get a lift in my day. Because if I was powered up, I would have already been at work. But here I am trying to convince you of something. And really that web page is, that's all you had to just talk about it. But just, you actually say, was that, what were you talking about, Clit? You're trying to crack a joke or something, I suppose. I don't know. Which, yeah, I suppose it's okay. But I was responding to something you'd said. So when I respond to something you say, that's indicating there's an opportunity for you. And all you need to do is just be aware when it happens. You're going to miss a few for a while, but I'll teach you. You'll learn how to pick up on opportunities. I need you to do, because if you do the marketing, I want you to be able to pick up on ideas and things and not be focused somewhere else. Like, no, this is the predetermined, it'd be like me with my, I'm like, no, this is the way to do it, the correct way to do it. And this is how we'll be teaching people how to do it. And that's all there'll be to it, which is how you get it at uni. Not when you're an entrepreneur, it's like, oh shit, I didn't know that, but that's a good idea. I can sell that. That's how I thought. Yeah. And Sue was like, what do you mean? Well, I just, people, I reckon I'll just react to it. I'll just put a picture, download a bank statement, and shit, they did too. They were easy to pick up. Yeah, we do it from a downloaded bank statement. You just get your bank statement. Yep, bang. And they're in bang, they're signing up. Pay it off monthly, all those sort of things. But some of the things you think will work, and that was just an idea. It wasn't my idea. It was a customer. We just took her idea and spread it all around the place and sold it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had a business, because they just didn't want to do that much. They didn't want to fuck it up. But they figured if it came straight from the bank, well, that'd be right, wouldn't it? And just go straight into the computer. Well, if that can do that, that'll be better than me doing it. Yep. And that's what they did. Yeah, so, I don't know whether you can understand it, but that's more interesting to me. And then we had two opportunities there today, and we ended up talking about shit that just did nothing more than upset me, actually. And to the point you're saying all the things, the only thing you didn't mention was the unwashed ass and the hairy pussy, which would have been just, capped it off beautifully with all the things that don't work. See what I mean? It's just a different way to think. It's and you think about it, like, if you'd suggested that, and I'm trying to think, well, whatever to sort of might chip you up a little bit, if you wanted some shotsy, because you said it, I'd like to see, going shopping or riding along, and that. I think, okay, I can understand that. I can fully understand that. And in fact, I tried to offer it to a Bulgarian girl years ago, just when they brought out Google Maps. I mean, you can see the whole thing on Google Maps. You just go there, but it's not the same, is it? See, it'll be just, you want me to show it to you. You want it to be, and me commentating on what's this and what's that. It's like you're sitting there and getting a tour of Australia. I even tried to do that for people on PAL. I took the car over to the hill, where Sue now lives, to take photos of kangaroos. Nobody was interested. I bet you'd be interested, just to see kangaroos lying around with an arrogant attitude. And, if I had a car, I could show you all sorts of things. It'd be like you're virtually there. In which case, the GoPro could be good. And so I'd write into it. I'm interested. And you had that interest, but you missed it. And this is the thing, when you're selling, and you're going to have to be selling, you don't want to miss, there'll be interest. You'll come across interest where people are interested. And you've got to be on the lookout for it. But right now, you're not. No, you're just focused on what you've always done. Yeah. So, no, I don't want to move on. I'd rather get this right. You get it right now, we have a good relationship for years. But Sue was always, even till almost, up until the point we separated, for 30 years, she wanted to move on. Moved on, all right, I'm here and she's there. We never sorted out the problems, ever. But, we were always, and I used to listen to it, yep, okay, I'll try and move on. And then we'd trip into it again. Like, it was the same as next week. We say, the gypsies, they're blasted. I'm going to say it again. You'll go, oh no, I've said it again. Um, I don't know how to say it, but that's what I'm trying to say. It's uh, there are opportunities, and the idea is to identify them and then pick up on them, and not race onto another topic. Like you said, oh, I don't want to talk about that. I can't blame you. There's not much, but you could have found out what I was interested in or why I was, what you know, what I was talking about. It could have been quite an interesting conversation, but it was avoided. It was just straight over it, just trample it. See, it was a beauty. Trample that, squash that. Yeah. I'm a stupid. So yeah, it's I don't know. It'll take some time, but yeah, no, I'm not angry with it. It's just it would go better rather than talk about topics that I definitely don't want to talk about, uh, and that are not at all. Gypsies are bad people. Well, they could be. Same as Aboriginals, but does it influence our lives that much? Or does it? It's just the same as Australians. I just don't talk about them. I don't want to know them. They're not particularly nice people. English aren't particularly nice people. They're up there with gypsies, if you ask me, probably worse. Uh, I just, and I'm really trying not to focus on them. I'm trying to think, no, just leave them, uh, and try and pick up on little things that, like you and I have been talking, things around here, photos and that sort of thing. Good stuff. That's a good thing. And the web page, that was a good thing. Both opportunities were missed. But anyway, let's get on to 27 minutes. So I better go. But no, I'm not upset with you. No need to freak. I don't expect to be able to sort of tell you this and you can just pick it up straight away. I know what I'm talking about, but you don't. It's like the fish at the restaurant. You want to go this way, and I'm saying, no, this way. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't want to do that. I've got to get a radio. I'll talk later. Bye.